Hello everyone. I'm going to make some pasta. It's a special way of making pasta, and also the pasta I'm going to make it doesn't cost much, and you don't need a lot of things to make it. It is very fast to make. Also, if you are looking at customizing cost of food, you can as well choose making this kind of pasta. Here I'm going to show you the ingredients I'm use. Here is the pasta itself. This is the kind of pasta I'm going to use. So here is in the pot is already mushroom, fresh mushroom, and onion. I already finished cutting the mushroom. Also inside here I already added some almond oil, pure almond oil. If you want, you can as well use olive oil to make the food. So, but this night I'm making use of almond oil. So, also there is some onion, as I already added some onions here. Then I have some spinach. I have spinach. I have crayfish. But definitely, if it's a white person cooking this, the white person may not need spinach and crayfish. These and these are the things I'm adding by myself. So again, is something we call mat flotte. Is such some in form of is some form of cream they use here to make food. Also, I have my salt. Then inside here is already blended ginger, garlic, and some onion. Then with Cameroon pepper. It's Cameroon pepper that made it to be yellowish in color. So, and here I have some cheese, grinded cheese. So I will start with the oil, onion, and mushroom inside the pot. I will just try to fry it a little bit. I will start to fry it a little bit. This doesn't take long time to make, and it is very, very delicious. It is very, very delicious. Anyway, I learned how to make this here in Norway, although I learned it from a Polish lady. I learned it from a Polish lady, although she made it in different ways. Not everything I'm adding here she made use of, but I decided to skip some of the things she used, and I decided to add up my own style and make it on my own style, the way I'm going to like it, and for it to be more healthier than the way I learned it. For the mushroom and onion, we have to stir it a little bit. It doesn't need all that very deep fry. It doesn't need very deep fry. And it's getting warmer now. I'll just fry it a little bit. And this I'm making mostly if you're a student and you are trying to customize your expenses, you can as well make this. Although sometimes if I make it, I try to add my crayfish, but today I'm not using any meat or fish to make it. I want to just make it like that. Although I have some my crayfish, but I don't want to add any meat or fish. So I want it like this, plain without meat or fish. So now I've fried it a little bit. The next thing to get inside here should be the matte float. This is the cream. The cream. You just put all of them inside. You just put everything inside the pot. Then I'm going to stir it. I'm going to stir it. So this cream looks like milk, but it's not milk. Although there is some part of milk inside it, but it's not really whole milk. We call it here in Norway, in the Norwegian, matte float. It's cream. Some cream they are using to make food. So now the next thing I need to add is pepper. I need to add some pepper. Oh, this Cameroon pepper is very, the heat, kind of heat coming out from it is too high. I'm not gonna use too much so that it doesn't be over pepperish. I think this I put now might be enough. I'll just leave it to boil a little bit. Then I can add some pepper, some salt. Add some salt. Also some crayfish. Also some crayfish. You know, crayfish makes food, gives a lot of nice taste to food. Crayfish gives a very good taste to food. When you are cooking without crayfish, that food will not taste good. Crayfish has its own aroma. So now I'm going to test so that I see if the salt is enough and also if the pepper is also enough. I think I need to add more pepper. We need to add more pepper. Yeah, this one now should be enough. This one should be enough. Now the next thing I have to do is to boil some water. I need to soak this. Inside the water, the hot water. I need to pour warm water inside here so that it can soften it. And also, lest I forget, this I put here is ginger, garlic, onion, and Cameroon pepper. You can as well use red pepper or mix both Cameroon pepper and red pepper. This gives some special taste to the food. It gives the food some very special taste. Also, I use it sometimes, maybe if I want to eat other things, maybe in the soup or something, I can as well add it to it. Then it gives some special taste to anything you are eating, any food you are eating. While the water is warming up. So I have to be stirring it, I have to be turning it so that it doesn't get burnt. And also I lowered the heat up to 4. I lowered the heat to 4 so that it doesn't burn. So after making this, I'm sure you guys will learn very good things today. After making it, you will see how delicious it looks. Also, it tastes far better than the look. Now I'm going to pour the hot water inside the pasta in the pot. This will be like I'm washing it, but what I'm going to do is just to stir it a little bit, then remove it. Just for it to be soft a little bit before I put them in the pot. Just for the hot water to soften it. Now I need to pour out the water and sieve out the water inside. Now the next thing is I have to turn this thing again to make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. Then you see, now it's getting a little bit thicker, because when you put the cream, it's a little bit watery somehow, but if you continue boiling it, then it's gonna get thicker a bit. Now I'm adding the pasta inside. I'm adding the pasta. Actually, what I'm doing now, that is something I'm supposed to use like in your, to make this very easy, but I don't want to use the because I'm holding my phone on my hand. So that's why I prefer to do it like this. It takes me a longer time. I need to take out the water more. So this doesn't take long time to make. Now I'm going to stir it with other things inside the pot. If you want, you can add small water to it. If you want, it's just your choice. You can add a little bit of water. And I think I'm going to do so. I'm going to add some water to it. Because it seems it's too thick for me. It's just you decide your choice. You can add more water or you can leave it like that when it's a bit thick. But me, I want to add some water into it. I don't want it too thick. So now I'm going to cover it. It's almost done. And although the last thing to go inside is the spinach, but my spinach, if you want, you can cut your spinach into small pieces, but I don't want to cut it. I want to put them like this. I want to put them like this. So I don't want to cut my spinach. I want to put them like this. So I will just leave it for 5-10 minutes. Then the pasta will be done. Then when it's done, I add my spinach, then turn it. I don't like cooking my spinach or any vegetable. I'll just put it, then I turn it and take it out from the fire, from the stove, because I don't want my vegetables to be cooked. I want them green inside the food. So that is how it is, and that is how I like it. I need to turn it a little bit more so that it doesn't burn. And maybe I can as well reduce the oven. Reduce the heat and put a lower heat. I reduce it now to 4. So that is it. Yeah, I need to add a little bit of water. The pasta is still a little bit strong. It's not done yet. I use the water to cook it more so that the pasta will be done very well. I need to cover it again for it to get some heat too. So as you can see, this is very fast. It doesn't take time to make, and the ingredients are very cheap in the market. Even sometimes, if you are in an area whereby you can pick mushrooms by yourself in the bush. You can pick mushrooms inside the bush for free. Then it doesn't cost you anything. Then you have to only, if you have also a farm to get vegetable, you can use ugu, green, or any other vegetable that you have to make it. It's not a must that is going to be it's going to be spinach you are going to make it with. You can make use of any other vegetable, any vegetable of your choice. You can use any vegetable of your choice. So it's up to you. I think it's good to be done now. I will take it, I will test it and see. Make sure that the pasta itself is soft. The pasta is still a little bit strong. I need to cover it again. Maybe I hide the heat a little bit more, but then I need to be turning it frequently so that it doesn't burn. I'm doing it like this so that it doesn't burn. If I leave it without stirring it like this, it may burn. It may get burnt. So that's the reason why I'm doing it like this. Let me test again and see. It remains very small. It remains small. need to test it again. Yes, now it's done. Then I add my spinach. As I told you before, but I like my spinach like that. I don't want to cut it small. I just want it a whole like this. Now I've added the spinach. I'm going to stir it a little bit. I just want the spinach to get steamed, not to cook it, just to get steamed. And when it gets steamed with the heat that comes from the pasta, it's going to shrink. If you want, you can cut your vegetable, cut them small, slice them small, the sizes you want. But me, I don't want to slice my own. That's the reason I added them like that. That's the reason I added it like that. Then now, I can as well add some cheese to it. This is cheese. You can add more cheese to it. This is enough for me. I don't want a lot of cheese. This is enough for me. And I stir everything again so that the cheese can go in. Then also some people may like, after dishing it out, then they take the cheese and spray on top of it, then eat. But myself, I want my own cheese to mix up inside with the pasta. So this is done. It is all done now. So the food is ready. The food is ready. Also, if you want, it's not a must that you can add cheese into it. It's just, the alarm is just the security for the stove, so that you don't leave the stove, forget the stove and go. When the stove feels like there's nothing, that the heat is on but there's nothing on top of the stove, then it beeps, it gives you a sign that there's nothing in your stove, just to avoid fire outbreak. So my pasta is ready now. So this is it. This is it. It is ready. Oh, this is very, very lovely. It's very, very tasty. What is it? The food is ready. So I urge you guys to try to make this kind of pasta. If you can, just give it a try. You are going to love it. It is very, very good and delicious. It doesn't cost much to make. So this will be the end of this video. Definitely it's quite long video, 36 minutes or more. This will be the end of the video. So try to share this video, like it, leave your comment and share it. If you have any question about this video, drop it and tell me where you are watching me from with this video from. Or if you think there is something else that is missing on this pasta, drop it in the comment section. Then we take it from there. Have you eaten this kind of pasta before? You can also answer me. Try to share this video so that it will get to as many people as possible. Thank you so much, and I give a very big shout out to all my followers, and also I welcome my new followers as well. And I urge you guys that I will never let you guys down. I'll be making very good fruitful videos that you'll be learning a lot from. Thank you so much and have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.